The person without the shirt was just trying to get away from these things that just kept holding him back. And he was trying to free himself from even them and the cage, you know? But every time he tried to break out, like, he would be brought back in. And when he finally was out of the cage, hey, welcome to another episode of Supadupa. It's your boy, Papi Vazquez. And today we got something different. It's BTS, but it's an art film. So the other day I was like just searching up like art films and different things about films on YouTube. And I guess because I watched so much BTS, it requested this. So I guess it was an art film that they did for Black Swan. And there's even BTS reacting to it, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna do my actual reaction to the art film. And I really don't know what to expect because I don't even think BTS is in this. So I'm not sure what to expect. I really don't even know what this is about. I've never heard about this. So I thought it was a cool little thing to do that might be interesting. So guys, I appreciate y'all coming. Please like, share, subscribe. I always forget to say that because at the end of the day, I kind of feel like you guys would if y'all wanted to, not if y'all didn't want to. I mean, do it, but if you want to do it. All right, BTS Black Swan short film or art film. Let's go. Big Hit Entertainment. Let's see. So Martha Graham said a dancer dies twice. Once when they stop dancing, and the first death. All right, I'm gonna read it again. It's early and I haven't warmed up reading. A dancer dies twice. Once when they stop dancing, and this first death is more painful. Damn. I've heard this quote before. I think the song was written because of the quote. Something like that. That's CGI. Maybe not. Oh, damn. Oh, shit. Yo, that's talented as hell. Well, it's flexible as hell. He like legit backhanded his back. That's crazy. Oh, that look. From far away, that legit looked like a bird. I'm not gonna lie, like sometimes the scenery like catches my attention, so I was just like, took my eyes away from the dancers for a minute, and I was just like looking at the deserted mall, and then all of a sudden I look up, it looked like a white swan, but a bird. Like that was crazy. Like, you know, the blacks meshed in, and you could only see his skin. That was really cool. That is crazy. So with this, I forget, maybe interpretive dancing. I'm not 100% sure the name of this type of dancing, but what I really like about it is where a lot of the dancing that I usually like to watch that's like popular on YouTube is more of like your breakdance and urban type of dancing, which is very like precise moves. a lot of popping. There's a lot of fluidity to this dancing. Like, I'm gonna go back a little bit. If you see, the main guy is the guy with his shirt off, I would assume, right? And while he's doing all this other stuff, the people in the back are also doing things, and it's like they work as an organism almost in a way. Look at that. Okay, my boy hit the splits here like real crazy, but I mean, just going back to what everybody was doing, it's like you have, like, this is a type of thing you have to watch like multiple times, because it's like every time I rewind and see, like, I didn't see the splits on the first time because, you know, I was busy watching the other people. There's a lot going on. Like, I don't feel like my my brain is able to process everything at one go. It's crazy. Whoa. So it seems like, you know, the lights are a cage, and I don't know if all the dancers are representing like one body, and the one with his shirt off is representing the head of the bird. Is kind of like he can't get through this cage, or I know the cage is probably a metaphor for something else. You know, it's like maybe like people stuck in a prison, a mental prison maybe. Because obviously it's just lights, but I don't know. I'm just. Yo, it's sad, man, because it's like it seems like whatever the person with the shirt is, like if it's a person, or if he's a symbolism for something else, is trying to get out, and these other things are just holding him back, you know. But you see the despair in his performance. What is going on? So it looks like he finally got free, and he's scaring off the other things, you know. But, you know, at first he was kind of free, then he went back, but it's like every time he goes a little bit further and a little bit further. Oh my God. Is he gonna finally fly? He's finally free. Going on his own. Oh shit, here they come. Oh shit. Hey. Yo, these camera angles are amazing. And homeboy, the main dancer here, man, shout out to that guy, dude. He's doing his thing. They're doing yard work outside. He's doing his thing, and the other dancers, I mean, like this whole crew, shout out to them, the MN Dance Company. Shout out to you guys. You guys are doing good. Damn. All right, now that I think about it, maybe the people in the black were like symbolic of death, or maybe time passing by. You know, because I'm trying to relate it to dance and the two deaths, right? And so maybe like at first you had the individual maybe representing the self, or maybe representing dance, or somebody who is really into something, maybe that passion. And you know, I don't know, man. You know, that's how you know it was good, because it makes you think. Because you also had the cage, right? And maybe it's like the cage was like, you can't escape the fact that eventually, like, you won't be able to dance or do the thing that you love, or maybe, you know, it won't be the same. And maybe like when he finally got free, it's like he was like, because it was a little bit less dancing, wasn't it? So maybe it's like whenever he wasn't dancing, it was just kind of like, yeah, like I'm now dead. Like he wasn't able to do his passion anymore. So it was just kind of like he descended into the underworld, but he was still alive. And then the people in the black disappeared, right? So I think maybe that's the symbolism of the first death. And then when they reappeared, it was maybe a symbolism of the second death. I don't know. That's if I try to stick with what the quote was. If you weren't supposed to stick with the quote, then it just kind of seemed like the person without the shirt was just trying to get away from these things that just kept holding him back. And he was trying to free himself from even them and the cage, you know? But every time he tried to break out, like he would be brought back in. And when he finally was out of the cage, it's like he then himself would go back and then go away and go back. But every time he would go away, he'd go away a little bit further until he was free. Then he went down by himself, and then it seemed like these things came back and he was fighting them away. But then eventually, like, I don't know, like the end, like they just pushed him up, you know? So I don't know what that meant, but fucking dope, right? I liked it. I love things like this. If y'all have more things like this, please suggest them in the comments, because I really like things that make me think and make me like just kind of wonder what they are. So guys, I appreciate y'all being here. And with another quote. So I don't know who this is. Og Mandino said, "Failure will never overtake me if my determination to succeed is strong enough." And I know this has been a reoccurring theme. Like it seems like this has been here on this channel, but I think that goes to show, like, if you're out there and you're trying to do something, it doesn't mean that you're gonna get it done right away. Like if you're gonna go into an endeavor, this is what you need to ask yourself. If a year comes and I'm not in the goal that I'm supposed to be, am I gonna continue going? If 2 years comes and I'm not where I want to be, will I continue going? If 5 years comes and I've dedicated this time and I haven't gotten to where I'm wanting to get to, would I still keep going? If 10 years, if 25 years, and if you keep going, and if the answer's always and still yes, then maybe that's an endeavor worth going into. But if the answer's no, it could be just a waste of time. Because it's not really over until you give up. And if you never give up, you know, and the only thing that makes you stop is death, then I'm pretty sure right before you die, when you look back, it might be a road well worth it, right? Sometimes the things we want should be done just for the sake of us doing them, because it makes us happy. And at the end of the day, if you spent a life doing what makes you happy, then you have a happy life. That might be a life worth living. So don't give up. You know, if something makes you happy, it doesn't matter if you have to do it while you're working, if you have to do it while you're doing something, like, you know, while you're trying to raise a family, you know, doing something part-time still means that you're doing it. And you never know when something part-time becomes something full-time, right? Guys, I hope that means something to you guys. Please join the conversation in the comments. I know it's, you know, the people that make it to this part of the video, I know it's few people. I see the analytics, right? But if you are here, start that conversation in the comment section. And like share, I want this to be a conversation. I don't want it to me, because honestly, like, I'm not a perfect person, and I work on these things, like, as much as I can. I would wish to say that I would work on my negatives daily, but I'm human. Sometimes I just be doing some hood rat shit when I shouldn't be. But guys, but make this a conversation. Like, I think this music brings us together, right? I might not be somebody you would hang out with if it wasn't for the fact that I was, reacting to maybe some of your favorite artists, right? But either way, this music has brought us together, and I think we've enjoyed it together. And so if we can get something from each other, then that would be great. And because I'm not a perfect person, I just try to bring these conversations to the forefront, but I'm still looking for help myself. I'm not saying that the way that I see things is the right way. And maybe the thing that will help me is for you guys to share. So just know I'm open to that, and I'm not talking as a preacher or as a guru that has mastered any of these quotes that I'm talking about. I'm actually just here as a fellow student. So let's have a conversation, guys. I love y'all. Thank you for being here. I'll see y'all later. Peace.